Hello, my name is Mitch Smith, and today I'm going to discuss the technical roles for chemical distillation. First, I'm going to go over plant safety, and every plant has eye-wash stations, chemical showers, fire extinguishers, fire hoses, and first aid kits. This is a picture of a chemical shower and an eye-wash station together, and beside it is a fire extinguisher. Next, I'm going to go over PPE, which is personal protective equipment, which is for employee safety. At all times on the plant floor, employees must wear safety glasses, face shields if they are going to be handling the chemicals closely, steel-toe boots, pants, and hard hats. First, I'm going to go over control room duties. The people in the control room are usually separated from the plant, and they don't really see anything on the plant. All they see are these computer screens, and that is how they tell what to do. The control room watches over the entire plant and communicates with people in the field. They watch these computer screens, they watch the level indicators, the temperatures, and decide what to do and when to do it. Utilities are the people who do the people that run utilities. They get the people who run utilities are over the steam, the nitrogen to keep the plant under positive pressure, and the chiller, which cools the product after it's been heated by the distillation columns. The first job is to get the steam up and running. They have to get the boiler turned on and start producing steam. Then they have to check the nitrogen generator. The blue tank in the middle is the nitrogen compressor. The tank on the right is the air compressor, which takes in air, outside air, and then it goes to the nitrogen compressor, which is that blue tank right in the middle, and it extracts all the oxygen, all the other gases out of the air and turns it into pure nitrogen, and then it goes to the nitrogen compressor, which is on the far left. The chiller is what the chiller is used to run coolant through the plant to cool whatever components get hot in the distillation columns. It cools down the product once it gets up to temperature, so they can cool it back down and get it into something they can handle and use. Field operators are the people that are on the plant floor that run the distillation columns. Their duties, they have to turn the manual valves on and communicate with the control room, since the control room can't actually see the plant and what it's doing. All they can see is those computer screens. These are the two types of distillation columns that we have at Wacker. We have the bubble cap and the sieve tray. The bubble cap is a more efficient way of distillation, but it's also very touchy. You can't make really sudden changes to it. It has to be you just kind of let it go as it goes. And then we have the sieve tray, which is a column that can really only be run one way, and that's really fast. And we use both of these in the Wacker pilot plant. This is what the bubble cap tray actually looks like on the inside of the columns, on the picture on the left, or on the right, picture on the right. And this is the sieve tray column. The picture on the right is what the sieve tray actually looks like inside the column. And then we have the tank farm, which is where we get all the feed that goes into the distillation columns, and that's where we pump our products back out, the water rich and the ethanol rich. Our feed is a mixture of 50-50, and we try to distill it down as much as possible, which is around 93% ethanol. You can't really separate it any further than that because water and ethanol start to form bonds and can no longer be separated through distillation. The tank farm operator duties are turn the manual valves on and communicate with the control room. These two pictures are of the feed tank, which is right here, and then there is a close-up of the manual valves that you have to turn on to get feed into the columns. And next I'm going to go over lab safety for lab techs. All labs have IWAR stations and have rubber gloves for you to use whenever you handle the chemicals to test the purity, and they have fume hoods. This is a picture of a fume hood, and that, if you're working really closely with chemicals that give off fumes, you have to work in a fume hood so the fumes don't get in the air and make an explosive environment. The lab tech duties are they test the purity of the product, the final product. They see what the field operators are doing, and they tell them ways how to fix it, what it is now and how they can get it better. And at the end of their shift, they have to clean their workstation and their equipment. Their equipment is, they use a refractometer and a densitometer. A densitometer measures the amount of ethanol in your mixture. And the refractometer, it bends light. Ethanol has a different ratio of how it bends through water than how water does. So that's how it tells the ethanol content and the water content inside your mixture. And that's all I have, and my name is Mitch Smith, and that is a brief overview of all the technical roles in running a distillation column.